ladies and gentlemen, and friends, visitors, ISS colleagues, to this second of the series of 6 special lectures on the population question and development, organized jointly by the Netherlands chapter of SID and ISS and the WFP. I think the first one, those of you who are here for the first lecture, would have enjoyed a dynamic presentation from Professor Tim Dyson from the LSE. He told us in no uncertain terms that the key missing link in the development equation was the population question. And as I heard him, the message which came across to me was that the best trigger for development, which had been overlooked, was a reduction in the mortality rate. And if you could get the mortality rates down, you would trigger off all kinds of other benevolent cycles. And then, of course, the way of getting the mortality rate down, the route lies through a gender-empowered process on sexual and reproductive rights. That's an area in which, again, the Netherlands is very strong. I think those of us who were economists amongst that group felt that this was a very appropriate corrective. I think this is very important. He did point out the significance of the population issue in these terms, but which were not Malthusian at all. They were actually quite distinct from that. But those of us who were economists also felt that, well, you could also ask a question, why is it that if you have growth rates of population of, say, 2.3% or 2.5%, why is it that economic systems and social systems can't sustain an absorption of those kinds of growth rates as well? So I think the question, and this is the power of this lecture series, that it brings together these forces, these different dynamic perspectives together, both societal as well as coming in from the side of demography and population, interpreted in the framework of rights. And today we have a continuation of this series, and the second session today. It's, I should say, first of all, perhaps who I am. I'm Ashwini Seth. I'm a member of staff of the ISS. I'm a professor here. I do have an interest, more than a passing interest, in migration. I have worked on the Gulf migrations, internal migrations, and so on from 19th century. But I never thought of myself as a migration specialist. One day I was asked to participate in a large project on migration, and I said, but I don't work on migration. And then this friend of mine said, but you do, and please look at your CV. And I looked, and virtually every second or third paper you think of has a migration angle to it. Then you realize how powerful this dimension really is. And so I'm just here as an imposter, but I'm here also as an outsider. At the ISS, before I introduce our speakers and hand it over to them, at the ISS there's a very strong interest in migration. We have recently formed a research cluster which specializes in migration studies, interpreted within this very broad frame. And it's led by Dr. Thanh Dam Trong, who's here. And there's another group of 8 or 10 or 12 different colleagues working from different angles on this. And that includes also Mahmoud, who's going to be the discussant today. So today's lecture, or not lecture, but the session that we have, as you know in the format, it's a 2-hour session. The first hour is given over to our speakers. And then after that, we have a 1-hour interactive discussion. And I think that's the format. And after which, we will, I think, have richly deserved a drink upstairs. And we'll have there's a reception upstairs in which informally we can continue with the conversations. Now, those of you who were not here earlier, I think would perhaps should have a look at the website and see what, if you're interested in following up, what the background to this series is. But I think it's a very appropriate series, and this is quite important. And to my mind, what's happening is that both the researchers and thinkers in the Dutch ministries dealing with development and rights issues and migration issues, and the academic community are in a way coming together to put this issue on the table, make it more visible, the population issue, because somehow it has become an issue which has got so loaded in terms of its language and its association with neo-Malthusianism, that people shy away from issues of population. And the migration issues have been so politicized that people, again, sometimes it's a conversation stopper rather than a conversation starter. And I think the idea was to get away from these points of denial and to break through the ice in this way and put it here squarely onto at least the debating and the research agenda inside the Netherlands. There is, of course, a lot of work going on, but this is a discourse which involves also people from its town and gown. Okay, I shouldn't take more of your time on this. I will remind you at the end of the lecture that the next session, some of you might have, for all you know, have other appointments. The next session is actually on population and generation, and it's to be given by Professor John Cleland from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. That promises to be extremely interesting, and I think the discussant there is going to be Professor Joris Verhoeven. So that's again a very strong interaction that we look forward to from a card-carrying demographer and somebody who's coming in from the outside, interacting to draw out demography into wider social and political domains. Now, to come to today's session, it's a great pleasure to welcome, not to introduce, because he would be known to a group which comes on population migration, to welcome Professor Nigel Harris. Professor Harris is an emeritus professor of the economics of the city at the University College London. We share common connections. I'm from India, and I am delighted to know that Professor Harris was also a research fellow at the Indian Statistical Institute. He's actually written extensively on India. He's taken to be an authority on Indian development too. And apart from that, also in urban studies, he was the deputy director of the Center for Urban Studies at the UCL. And he's also a research fellow at Queen Elizabeth House. And he has a variety of other advisory and other research assignments. He's also currently a policy consultant with the World Bank and the UNDP, and is a chairman of the Royal Society of Arts Migration Commission in the UK. Now, he has, I won't stand between him and I won't try and say to you what he's going to talk about. The word is up there, migration, and that's it. We'll see what angle he takes on it. I'm sure it's going to be a pleasure. The discussant today is Dr. Mahmood Naskoob of the Institute of Social Studies. And Mahmood has worked extensively on issues of migration, I think, right from the time of his doctoral dissertation, which I think was also on migration in Iran, and that was internal migration. I think he's a specialist in this field, looking at it in the perspective of broader perspective of development, both globalization and development, but also involved in various projects dealing with rights, also from the point of view of democracy viewed within a social perspective. Mahmood has had several rounds at the Institute and an earlier stay here, which was extensive, before he went to Leeds and came back because he liked us so much. He was a member of a pioneering group which started the Population and Development teaching program here at the ISS. That was part of a program at the UNFPA, which had, I think, more or less the same motivations as guide the current lecture series, which was an interaction looking at population demography issues, but from the perspective of rights and development rather than exclusively in an instrumentalized way. So with that, I will hand over to and welcome Professor Nigel Harris and give his presentation. He's going to take about 40 minutes, and you will not think I'm being rude if when there are about 10 minutes left, I gave an indication. And after that, we'll have Dr. Mescu for about 10 to 15 minutes for his